maybe once a month, but certainly not twice. I just don't agree with that.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I think if we start and we run out of things to discuss, we can always
You can always
we can
cancel
always
it. Say
adapt
there's not gonna be one.
and back it back down. It seems like we have a lot of things going on right now, so I think it'd be okay to start to have it at least going forward.
I know, we had started this, or I had tried starting this, a couple years ago. And I think they later just kind of waned off. But I was recently at an Aurora council meeting, and they have, just a meeting with the city clerk and the council, and they discuss different types of grants and different things to go after that they're unable to do during the rest of the day. Or the regular work week.
Open
So
discussion.
yeah, it was open discussion in all the councils then, so I thought it was beneficial, so that's something that I would like to try and see if it goes on and.
I remember when we did try it, and it was good for a while, and then we ran out of stuff, and we were sitting around doing nothing, so.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a roll call on that, or John, do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay, roll call please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
No,
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zaponsic.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, appoint the acting mayor.
Move we appoint Jim.
Okay. Motion on the floor to appoint Jim as acting mayor.
well, I would accept that, but I would, Dwayne, would you like that?
I can. I mean,
I prefer you do it.
I can do it.
You're a little bit younger than I am,
Just a couple of
in case
years.
you haven't noticed. But yeah, thanks, John, I appreciate that, but I would withdraw in deference to Dwayne.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I withdraw my motion.
Okay, motion is withdrawn.
I'll move we appoint Dwayne as the acting mayor.
Okay, motion by Lassie. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Fitzpatrick. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes,
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zaponsic.
Yes, motion carries. Appoint members of the council to the following committees, terms ending 12/31/25. Do you want to do these individually and then make a motion to
Yeah.
accept them all? Okay. Audit committee.
I'd like to be on that.
Okay, I would too.
okay, you guys can do it, I'll be the alternate.
Could be the alternate?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, campground committee.
Can we speak for Joe? I know Joe wanted to be on the campground committee.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Okay, so Joe.
I would volunteer if nobody else wants.
Okay, you were on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then the cemetery committee?
I am on that right now, I'll continue if it's okay.
Okay. And
I've been on it before, so I can go.
okay. Library board. I think Joe wanted to stay on that one too, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, and then any takers for a second?
Did we have two on it prior to? Only
Only
one.
one, yeah, there
Yeah.
should only be one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's what
Yeah, I
I
was wondering, okay. Alrighty, marina committee, 2.
I'll go on that.
Currently on, I'll continue.
Okay. Parks and rec.
I will go on that.
Oh my gosh. And does Joe want to stay on that too?
That I don't know on that one.
I think he does.
Yeah, we,
Yeah, I don't.
I think he did.
Okay, unless John or Jim, do you guys?
No,
I
Okay,
think Joe did show interest in staying on that.
okay. Personnel committee,
I would like to stay on that.
I would like to be on that as well, but I think we should have an alternate on that because sometimes we had that in the past too, so.
Mhm.
Jim, you were already, I think you were our alternate, weren't you, last time for that one?
I usually get railroaded into that one, yeah.
Do you want to be railroaded into that one again?
All right, I'll be an alternate.
Okay. And then the planning commission, That's kind of your baby too.
Yeah, I'll continue on with that.
Okay. Public Safety Committee.
Joe did mention when we had the meeting that you put together, Becky, that he wanted to be on that. That's it. He can't even,
And John.
Okay, so John and Joe?
Okay.
Okay. Public Works Committee,
I would be on the Public Works Committee.
okay, Dwayne. And we have a second one?
You could be.
I can be on it if no one else does.
It's fine.
Okay. Safety Group, one person.
That, I think Joe was that, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
The Steering Committee,
I would like to stay on the steering committee.
okay, John or
And Joe was on it. I think he was still interested unless somebody, I don't know.
does anyone?
Joe,
Joe?
Joe is fine.
Okay.
Okay. West Babbitt Development Committee. I would like to be on that. Anyone else?
Jim's on it.
Oh, yeah.
Jim.
Did you want to stay on that?
I'll stay unless anybody else wants on.
No?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Jim?
Okay, are those all the,
That's it.
okay, so I'll
No,
recap
we
them.
got one more.
Number 12,
That's the next.
I think that's separate. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go over them again real quick before we make the motion for it. So Audit Committee, 2 plus an alternate would be Fitzpatrick and Zaponcich with Lassie as the alternate. Campground Committee, Joe White and Jim Lassie. Cemetery Committee, Jim Lassie and John Fitzpatrick. Library Board, Joe White. Marina Committee, Fitzpatrick and Lassie. Parks and Rec, Dwayne and Joe. Personnel Committee, myself, Dwayne with Lassie as an alternate. Planning Commission, Lassie. Public Safety Committee, White and Fitzpatrick. Public Works Committee, Lossing and Zaponcich. Safety Group, White. Steering Committee, Lossing and White. And West Babbitt Development, Lassie and Zaponcich. Do we have a motion for that?
I will make a motion to accept that.
Okay, motion by Fitzpatrick, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Lassie. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Lassie.
Yes.
Lossing.
Yes.
White. Absent. Zaponcich.
Yes, motion carries. Appoint 2 to the Fire Relief Board. Who was on that before?
I want to say it was White and Horizon before.
Okay,
So I'm sure Joe wants to stay on it.
I would assume so. No idea, do you have any idea?
Yeah, how often do they meet?
How
often do they meet, Becky?
Very rarely.
Okay, yeah, I could go on it.
Okay, White and Lossing. For this one, do we have a motion?
We appoint Joe and Dwayne to the Fire Relief Board.
Okay, second? I'll second that. Any discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Lassie.
Yes.
Lossing.
Yes.
White. Absent. Zaponcich.
Yes, motion carries. Adopt the holiday schedule for 2025. Holidays as listed. New Year's Day, January 1st. Martin Luther King Day, January 20th. February 17th is President's Day. April 21st is Easter Monday. May 26th is Memorial Day. June 19th is Juneteenth. July 4th is Independence Day. September 1st is Labor Day. October 13th is Indigenous People Day. November 11th, Veterans Day. November 27th, Thanksgiving Day. November 28th, Black Friday. December 24th, Christmas Eve, and December 25th, Christmas Day. In addition, closed in the afternoon on April 18th, which is Good Friday, and December 31st on New Year's Eve. We have a motion.
Make a motion to accept the holiday schedule.
Okay, motion by Fitzpatrick,
I'll second that.
second by Lossing. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now we appoint 2 library board members for a three-year term ending 12/31/27. I don't know who they are, so.
Well, we only have two applicants, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be in your.
my packet starts on page 19, so.
Debbie Marquardt.
Nope. it's-
Take those ones and just set them aside, the 19B, then it begins again in
Oh,
order
got it.
after that.
Well, here you go. I got it now. Are these changes, additions? I gotta get used to a new system.
There's a different way you want it ordered, please let me know, no matter what.
No, I just have to get used to it.
Confused.
I just have to get used to a different one, it's fine. Okay, so, I think they've been on the library board previous, haven't they?
They're on it currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, do we have a motion to appoint?
Yeah, I'll move we appoint Becky Mark Smallheart and Elaine Possett to the library board.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Lossing. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 15, appoint one planning commissioner for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2027.
We have 3 applicants. Oh, no,
Two.
Commissioner, just 2, yeah.
I'll move we appoint Lowell Johnson to the 3-year term.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion by Lassie with a second by Fitzpatrick. Any discussion? It's been a long time on there. It is good
He's
job.
been there for many years.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Appoint planning commissioners for a 1-year term ending 12/31/25.
There was only one other application.
There was only one other applicant, so.
Yeah.
This is Dave Lane.
Right,
David Lane.
okay. Do we have a motion for,
Make a
Ready?
motion to appoint David Lane.
okay, motion by Lossing. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Lassie. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we appoint PUC Commissioner for 3-year term ending December 31st, 2027. So there's only one to appoint, but there are
3.
3 applicants. A lot of experience all around.
I'll make a motion to, I know, hard to pass up on someone that's ran the PUC for years and years and wants to be part of it. So I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Kurt Koivisto.
Okay,
I'll second that.
motion on the floor from Lossing and a second by Fitzpatrick. Do we have any discussion? I agree, it's a hard decision, and that's someone who's been there as long as Kurt has.
Yep.
With a lot of knowledge.
We had good applicants there. Paul's
Yeah, really
been very dedicated to that position as well. So,
Correct. I'd like to thank Paul for
Yeah.
his service.
Yep.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing.
Yes.
White, absent Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries.
Mayor, could I interject? I'd like to have a letter sent to Paul Hoheisel thanking him for his many years of dedicated and very good service to the commission.
Agreed, yes. Are you okay with that addition?
Absolutely,
Yep,
absolutely.
all right. Motion carries. Do we have any additions or deletions? I believe we have that one, right, which was my first pages. So that'd be 19A. And B? Or no?
I think it was 19B.
Oh, it's right here, I'm sorry, it's red. Okay, so 19B, there's an addition for the St. Louis County Auditor.
Into the building payroll.
And is that for the 16,000? City assessment fee?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you seeing this?
And right here on the red 19B. right? That's the only, yeah, that's the only one, St. Louis County. Okay, so we'll put that under 19B. So now we have the consent agenda. Approve the minutes of the regular meeting of December 17th, 2024. Approval of all bills and payrolls is audited by the audit committee with the addition of the St. Louis County auditor. The overtime report, the summary of funds, and any correspondence.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Okay, motion by Fitzpatrick. Do we have a second? Second by Lassie. Any discussion?
Well, we just had, just for your info, only one member of the audit committee was signed it, and that's me.
Are we this is a little off the chart, but are we getting another big calendar? Okay, because I was just referring to that and it wasn't there, so that's good. Glad to hear it.
Somebody from I believe the planning commission took it down the other day, and he's kind of in here looking sheepish right now, but that's why the wall looks so bare.
That's funny. Okay, so any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Attorney's report.
Oh, where to even begin, Mayor? No, I don't have anything at this time. Happy New Year to everyone and good to be back in
Yeah.
the city of Abbott.
Good to have you back. Happy New Year, Joel. Unfinished business. So I've been in most of the council meetings the last couple of years, but I haven't been all of them, so I don't know. Is there any unfinished business?
I don't think so.
No, not that we have.
Whose contact info are you looking for?
Okay, so would like,
Usually it would be right under that if we had any.
the committee reports and such? Oh, okay, what's that? All right. Okay, so on to 22 with the committee reports, planning and zoning the industrial park.
Well, Mayor, you were at the meeting at the last planning commission meeting, and for the rest of you, the planning commission entertained two proposals for location of the industrial park. One was put forth by the mayor, and the other one by our street superintendent, Chamberlain. And they are both viable proposals, and after you listen to what they are, the planning commission did recommend that the council go ahead and proceed with both options and to explore to see what's going to be the best. So I'm going to turn it over to Andrea at this time.
Oh, okay.
And are you ready for it? Okay, good. And she will explain her proposal.
Okay, so there are two to three actual viable, we feel viable, options to put this industrial park. We had been trying to get part of the 200 acres that is state-owned land by North Babbitt, and we wanted to swap a 40-acre chunk with them, but that went nowhere, and somewhere along the lines, they thought we wanted the whole 200 acres, which we don't. It'd be great if we needed it, but I mean, we don't. So while I was doing some searching, I came across a parcel that is 40 acres, and it's to the west and north. No, I'm sorry, to the west of that parcel is state of Minnesota owned, and then to the northeast and south of it is federal land. It is for sale by a private party. And so if the state of Minnesota is open to that, we could purchase that and swap. They usually want to do land swaps. We could swap that 40 for one of their 40s. The only difference is that the 40 up here by North Babbitt would be school trust land, and the 40 that is for sale, it's not adjoining school trust land. I don't know anything about that. Totally like for like. So that's the only issue with that one. There was then also a 6-acre parcel or 6.5-acre parcel that the city owns already that is on the northeastish side of Cherry and South Drives, and that abuts to the north, City of Abbott land again, which there are wellheads there, so that's kind of protected. And then to the east of that is North Shore land. So that 6.45 acres could be a possible area. It's a smaller swath of land. But it's possible we'd have to reroute the hike and bike path. It can be rerouted. And that would be a possible viable area, and then with city sewer and water close by. Those were my two proposals. Tony Chamberlain then proposed some land. There is some land southwest of the water treatment, wastewater center, right? Center?
Yeah.
There's a plant, okay. So there's a 40 there, and he felt that that was a good location as well.
Yeah, I might add that with Tony's, it is a city-owned 40 that we already have, and to the east of it are 3 other sections, 40s, that are owned by Twin Metals. And if we approach that, we would work with Twin Metals and see if we could make an arrangement where they either give us the land or let us use the land. Because they do have some plans for it, but Tony was talking to Dean DeBelts from Twin Metals, and they are receptive to talking about it. So I don't know if all you guys can see way back here, but we're talking a small 40 south of waste treatment plant, and there are roads that would have to be built in there. The advantage of that plan is that we own the 40. And with Andrea's plan, we would have to purchase 40 and hopefully swap it with the DNR. And they're both viable, but I guess what we're asking, what I'm asking, and the Planning Commission asks, is that the city take this on and explore both possibilities and see what we can come up with for a good location. They both are workable if we can do it. Have any questions? We'll try to answer them.
I'd just like to ask one question. Where we have the original industrial park, which would have been on the east side of the Conservation Club Road, as you first went down it, I think it was first designated a 40 there. You could probably correct me if I'm wrong, or 20 acres right there, which then gives businesses that are possibly interested highway frontage. This is definitely a possibility. Anybody that, I guess what are we trying to identify our goals of putting in industrial? Are we trying to bring in businesses, light industry? I guess for light industry, maybe they're not so concerned about being visible to traffic or to store traffic or anything like that. But other types of businesses are, the area that was designated at one time, is that out of the question because of the West Babbitt development?
Yeah. We did at one time designate the 40 out by the golf course as a possible location for an industrial park. But with the West Babbitt development, there were plans for residential development out there eventually. Now, whether we ever get that far,
Well, that's just it.
who knows? And the other thing is, if you locate an industrial park on that section to the golf course, how will that impact the golf course?
How about the area just on the left side of the road, but not on the right side of the road? It'd be the 40 right north of my 40 there. And even if it was just a 20 acre spot, 20 acres would hold a number of light industry businesses.
Are you talking right here?
What was the Conservation Club Road?
I think this
Here's
is
21
you,
here,
isn't it?
so I'm talking right here. I'm talking this. If you cross 21 and go on the Conservation Club Road, it'd be the 20. If this
Like where
was
they have the sliding things,
where they have the what?
what do you call that?
Well, it wouldn't even get that far
Oh,
back. It wouldn't even go back. It wouldn't even affect the
Just
fun fly back there. It wouldn't.
Not the disco.
20 acres would be halfway to that.
Airplanes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
20 acres would be halfway to that.
Mhm.
It would just be,
The front 40, or
yeah,
front
the
20?
120 right here.
Mhm.
I mean, it gives highway frontage, it gives access, there's no roads to be built. It's, I get it. This would not affect ever selling property on the golf course for housing because it would be hundreds of yards away still. There would be one, whatever this is, I think is this a 40 right here?
That's supporting,
Yeah.
that's city owned.
It would be 140 away from where you would try to, if you tried to sell lots on the golf course right there. So I'm
Right in the
talking,
middle.
I'm talking would be something like this right here.
Mhm.
This frontage.
Yeah.
I mean, you could cut it any way you wanted to. You could give a little frontage and come back a little ways or whatever. If the West Babbitt development is gonna end right now, as we know it in here, there still would be room for it to come around that.
Problem is, when you do an industrial park, you want to make sure that it's not going to be near a residential area. Because if you have an industrial park, you're going to have a hard time selling houses.
Yep.
So, and that's one of the reasons why I believe that area was not considered too strongly. And it does have an advantage close to the highway, but then who knows, 10 years down the road, if we're going to expand again, which I hope we can, you have an industrial park there.
Correct. Yeah.
But they're all
Just
options
some
that
thoughts,
should
yeah.
be looked at.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all good options, actually.
Excuse me, when I was on planning commission when this was going through, and Tony was talking that possibly Scheffler is gonna get out of that gravel business, And ideally for that, industrial park would be that 40 just south of Scheffler, so, if there was some way that the city could buy a 40 and then swap that's that 40 that Andrea was talking about, that sweet trucks. That would be the ideal place for it.
That's the 40 between Scheffler's Pit and the highway.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This way.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
here's his.
Yep. So is that the one that we've tried to get them to bite on?
So it was this.
Part of it.
It was,
Yeah,
it was,
it's part
it
of
was, it was a whole bunch more than that though, right?
Well, we didn't want, it.
Right, we
They-
only wanted
they've
a
got
40.
200 acres, right?
Right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did we get an absolute no on that?
Pretty much, didn't we, Joel?
Yes.
Joel
We did.
did our groundwork. on
Sorry,
that.
that's confusing to answer your question by saying yes. We got a no from them.
Uh-huh.
On it. Just a flat no.
And was that was to trade by outright or just a flat no, no matter what?
I think we presented several options of exchanging land that the city of Babbitt owned for portions of the school land. They reviewed it after their review. Their decision was that they were not interested in the proposals.
In trading?
Another proposal may be successful. It could be that the people making those decisions are different. I wouldn't let that affect Babbitt's plan for coming up with ideas
Right.
to
Mhm.
propose a
Right.
viable exchange with them. It's just land that city.
Was it ever,
So-
did we ever throw the option of buying it straight out or was it always a trade?
I don't believe we ever offered buying it, but I'm not sure. That's not really the intent behind the school trust land. They're not just looking to make money off of it. They're trying, so,
Okay.
but yeah, no, I don't think we ever tried to just buy it.
No, I think
Just
on that
curious.
one, Joel, we went for a land swap.
Yes,
because, it would be more feasible for the city
yeah,
rather than have to come up with $40,000 or $50,000. So
correct.
we're going to try to swap with them 40 for 40.
Yeah.
And or
Makes sense.
less.
I
And
get
I
it.
think,
Yeah,
in answer to your question, Dwayne, I think if we scale down our request to just that 40, that is to the west of the Country Club Road and north of County Road 70,
Mhm.
it might be a little more viable, and we might be able to put a little political
Yeah.
pressure on them.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think,
our
I mean,
representatives.
ideally of all these places, I agree with what Dave says there. That's probably one of the best choices we'll come up with, You have good roads, it's right off the highway, and it's not
And the-
There's a buffer between the people in North Babbitt there a little bit.
The Schreffler pit might be available, but I don't know at what cost.
But he was talking the 40
In front.
south of Scheffler's Pit. Right, yeah. So it wouldn't involve Scheffler's Pit.
So anyhow, like I said, we do have a couple of good options here.
like that.
It's just a question of how how we're gonna approach it. I think we should, basically, we should pursue both of them.
I don't know. I think if there's some way that we could take another approach with at that 40 that's out on the country club road and start a new conversation. Like Joel says, the conversation might be with somebody new. Things do change.
It might be a more attractive swap since there is state land around it already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I do think it's the best
I-
spot. if we
Yeah,
can
I
get it.
agree.
So I guess we need a motion to, Joel,
Pursue.
would you be okay with pursuing that, or is that something you want to?
Yeah, maybe the council would want to designate a ad hoc committee to,
Sure.
that I could work with, or city
Mhm.
administration to come up with a plan for that and present it to the council,
Mhm.
however you want to proceed with that. But
Okay.
need a few more details.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion that we at least proceed forward in pursuing that chunk of land with Joel's recommendation and probably putting a committee together and coming up with some ideas and bring it back to the council with some options.
Okay. Motion by Lassie, do we have, Lassie, you're both L's.
Must be that seat.
It is, yeah, you were over there before.
Yes.
And, okay, second by Fitzpatrick. Any discussion?
Question, is the motion to pursue the 40 acres and for
Yes, and also the second option of Tony's, right?
Yeah, just
Move forward
pursue
with
both
both of
options.
those. Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Lukansic.
Yes, motion carries. Planning and zoning garbage ordinance.
Okay, this
You, wasn't it?
this is me, yes. Want to do a little trash talk here. At the planning commission, I brought up a thing where it's very noticeable in town where a lot of people are leaving their garbage cans out on the street for extended periods of time. Some are permanently out there. And I think it looks trashy, and I would like to entertain a thought from the council and get your thoughts about revising the garbage ordinance to give them a certain time limit to get them off the street. Now, I have one, I went through my neighborhood a week ago, and this is on Thursday, and that's garbage is picked up on Monday. And there were still 5 houses out there that hadn't taken their garbage cans in. And I don't think this gives a very good appearance to the town. So I would like to get some feedback as to setting a time limit, 24 hours or whatever, after the garbage pickup. Your garbage cans must be in, on the side of your garage or back of your house. They cannot be on the street because actually, the property owner does not own the street. Their property ends where their front yard gets from the sidewalk to the street is owned by the city of Babbitt. So basically, they're storing their stuff on city streets.
I like the idea of 24 hours.
And I do appreciate Rebecca giving us all of these ordinances. My goodness. I gotta be
Looks like
older than
it's
I
been-
am.
That was definitely Kirsten.
Kirsten. Good job, Kirsten. But, and I would like some time to look at these, and I think we should rewrite the whole doggone ordinance.
Mhm.
I didn't get a chance to look at it today, but maybe Joel has a copy, he could look at it and come up with some suggestions, Joel.
Still reading through the 1965 one, Councilor Lassie.
That was before there were even plastic garbage cans.
Or are you thinking about some community service in case we don't get into that?
What's that? Yes?
I said, are you thinking about some community service in case we don't get our garbage cans?
Yeah. I was thinking, get the street department to come and pick their garbage cans up on a Tuesday and leave them at City Hall and people can come get them for 25 to 50 bucks.
Okay, do we have, is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
No,
Okay.
if you're in agreement with me, I think we can kind of look at this and come up with something.
Okay,
Table it for your time.
Yeah, and for, table it till the next meeting or so. Joel's got a chance to look at it and I've got a chance to go through it and
okay.
Whole 2 weeks.
Okay, so that is tabled then. All right, the West Babbitt Development CDBG presentation, January 15th, 2025.
All right, so, the council had approved, submitting a grant for CDBG, for the West Babbitt development for $250,000. Along with, that grant, we need to put on a presentation for CDBG. They have our time slot scheduled for January 15th at 12:45 in Virginia. So I would like the council, if they could approve the West Babbitt committee or members on there, maybe Jim and Andrea, to be present for that presentation. Jason Chop will also be there.
Where is it located?
I believe it's at the Public Works Building in Virginia, that new building in the training center. It's right by the new bridge, you turn towards Gilbert. That
Oh,
Building right there, it's
Okay.
the first building when you come to the parking lot. That's big arrows, that's the training.
at 12:45 on the 15th.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we allow the council to go.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Fitzpatrick and second by Lossing. Do we have any discussion?
Sorry, was that for the whole council? Are you going to post that then?
And
It's not just the
Yeah.
committee? Okay.
before, you wanna go?
I'll go, yeah,
I'll go.
okay.
I'll change my motion to be for Jim and Andrea to go.
Okay,
What time did you say the?
12:45.
12:45.
All right, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, new business, police department purchase of 9mm pistols.
We're looking for permission to purchase 5 6-hour P320 handguns to replace our current issued handguns. Our current issued ones were ordered 16 years ago in 2008. Digitally, they're usually most departments replace them every 10 years or so. So we're well beyond that. Last fall, the council budgeted us $5,000 to replace them. I was found through 6 Hour, they have the professional program discount. We're able to purchase them now for $3,631.80.
2631?
Okay.
What happens with the, Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay, I was gonna ask the same question, go ahead.
what happens with the used ones?
We're gonna keep a couple of them for backups, say somebody gets a shooting in the VCA, it's slow to get back the original one. The rest we get rid of, we sell them.
Our department sells them?
Yes.
Okay.
How long does a handgun usually last?
Every agency is a little bit different. Most recommend replacing about every 10 years. It kind of depends on their use.
Did you ever come up with a number of rounds that you think is ran through that gun at 10 years?
Yeah, so we estimated like 200 based on annual training. And then that's not counting, officers take their handguns home and then they're expected to practice with them. Hard to put a number to that because everybody's a little bit different. I know when loan was cheap, they used to give monthly everybody 2 boxes of ammo to practice. So that's about 100 rounds every month, times 12, times 16. I mean, at that point, you're approaching probably 10,000.
Do you have a price on the used ones, Troy?
A price for reselling them?
And that money will go back into your fund?
I'll move we authorize the police department to purchase 5 9mm at 2631.
And motion by Lassie, do we have a second? I'll second that motion. Any discussion?
Is
Roll
that,
call.
is that holsters and stuff too?
That's just the firearm.
Just the firearms?
You can use the holsters that you have, right?
No, so we'll need new holsters, that'll be under the $2,000 limit.
Mhm.
And then, so it kind of depends, most officers choose to carry a weapon light on their guns. If they choose to carry a weapon light, then that comes out of their uniform allowance, so it's not something that comes out of our budget.
Okay.
Only if any of the officers decide not to carry a weapon light, the department provide it.
Okay. All right, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing.
No.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. B, adopt ordinance number 266, an ordinance amending ordinance number 119, 111, and 68, which regulates water systems, water, and private wells in the area served by the municipal system.
This went before the PUC and the recommendation was to bring it to council to adopt.
So it's PUC's recommendation to go ahead with it.
Yeah, they made the amendment and discussed that at the end.
Yeah, I'm not even in there yet.
Does anyone have a motion?
I'll move we adopt the recommendation from the same as
PUC.
recommended by the PUC.
Okay, motion by Lassie. Do we have a second? I'll second it. Any discussion? Okay, hearing no discussion. Can I have a roll call, please?
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie.
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Adopt ordinance number 267, amending ordinance number 181, 101, 61, establishing water use units and determining the ERU value for various user classes.
This one was also discussed at the PUC meeting and recommended to move forward with the amendment.
I'll make a motion to accept the amendment as presented.
Okay. Motion by Fitzpatrick. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Lassie. Any discussion?
Yeah, is this to measure how much use? What is this for?
It's changing the ERUs, right?
Yes, correct.
What does that mean?
I know what they're called.
Dave, will you explain the ERUs?
It depends on, like, the homeowners charge money already. And what it is we're looking at, possibly getting resorts coming in Babbitt, possibly other businesses coming in. And that's basically why, we have to, amend what we have.
Okay.
So
So
are
it's,
you, go ahead.
Yeah,
It's-
it's not gonna affect anything that's currently in. It's just-
Okay.
It's basically, stuff that could be coming in.
right. So more of a commercial thing, and it's a way to measure.
How much?
Yeah, it's charged, like the homeowner is charged one ERU per household. And then restaurants, it's depending on the seating size,
Okay.
bars and stuff like that. So
All right.
that's basically what. it
Okay.
is.
So you haven't changed any of the old ERUs, you just added resort and campground. Okay, yeah, so resorts are 2 seasonal or 1 unit, year-round cabinets are 1 unit.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Campground.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, yeah, so any further discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Adopt ordinance number 268, establishing permit fees, service charges, and other various fees. It's like solar panels are added on.
Just have that come up, so.
All of the changes came from the department heads and their respective units. The solar panels were added after someone had one and there was nothing established for it.
Who established the fee for the panels?
That was recommended by Chris Coivisto.
Yeah, because we do have an ordinance regulating solar panel construction, but evidently we did not have a fee. Okay. Answers
Okay.
my question.
Do we have a motion to,
I'll move we adopt the fee schedule, which is an annual thing we do.
motion by Lassie, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, second by Fitzpatrick. Discussion? I have just one quick question. Commercial signs, Highway 21 signs, and signs annual fee. What are those?
Those are the signs out on the highway, County Road 70.
That's Highway 21, right?
21, yeah.
Okay, what are the signs annual fee?
I think it's there, $25.
Well, there's 3 of them. There's commercial signs.
The annual fee is paid annually, and I know the Highway 21 sign is the fee to apply for a highway sign. So the
Oh,
planning
okay.
commission has to approve the application before they can put the sign up.
Okay, and then the commercial signs for 80? What are those?
I've never done one.
I can't find my thing here. I know we did adjust those.
23D, right there.
Okay.
It's what? Like, is it if you put a sign up on your building, like that?
No,
Okay.
these are signs out on the highway.
All 3 of them?
Because the city crew, the street department goes out there and does all the mowing
Mhm.
and the maintaining, so we did adjust the fees not too long ago.
Okay, so the signs annual fee is what you pay if you have a sign on 21 for a year.
Yep,
Then the Highway 21 signs, the $20.50, that's a permit.
yep.
And then the commercial signs for 80 is,
I still can't find that.
Right above Highway 21 signs.
Oh, these are just commercial signs that would be out in the commercial district,
oh.
shopping center,
Okay.
So like on the unit itself?
on the building, yeah.
Oh, okay, didn't know that.
And they're regulated through the zoning ordinance as well.
Okay.
We don't get too many of them because it's already
Another
there.
changeover? Yeah. Okay, thank you for that clarification. All right,
Anytime.
Didn't know.
okay, roll call please.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes. Motion carries. Okay, 23E, reduce ambulance department on-call wages.
So right now, this Joe wanted to put on the agenda. Right now, the on-call hours for during the day, so Monday through Friday during the day shift hours, I think it was 6 to 6. It's $15 an hour for on-call. It normally was $5, and they raised the wage up to $15 to see if we could get more people
Right.
to
Yep.
take on-call shifts. We did have a lot more people taking the on-call shifts. This last pay period, we came out just even. Like, if we keep doing the $15 an hour, we're gonna be in a deficit during the month, more than likely. So they were recommending reducing that balance or that wage back down. I would recommend just going back to the $5 for now until the new ambulance committee or officers decide to do something different or have new ideas on what's going on. But
Question.
Mhm.
So there's a limited number of people who can be on. Once there's two people or whatever the needed number is, that's all that's on call, right?
Did you get any new ambulance people or just more people picked up?
nope, we have some in training right now. Yeah, so we'll have a few more.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you might lose them with the reduction?
Joe doesn't seem to think so. They're all the ones that. No, I'm just gonna say no.
Okay.
That
If
was,
he's not here to talk
the
about
change
it,
was
so.
because at that time of day,
Mm-hmm.
just couldn't find any on-call people.
Yeah.
Right,
So.
right.
Yes,
Okay. So you're reducing it from $15 an hour to $5.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to try 10, you could try 10. But all the rest of the hours that are weekends, the evening shifts are $5 for on call.
Is that in line with some of the other communities that are our size that have ambulances that
I
are,
believe so.
and
Yeah, for the
that would be
on-call.
good information? Or you could go part way, if it goes to where we can't get anybody again, then we're gonna have to go back up a little bit, so.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion by Fitzpatrick. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Lassie. Any discussion?
And what is the wage?
Five to what it was. Okay, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lessing,
Yes.
Lossing.
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Ambulance department officers. So,
Normally, the officers go to the public safety committee. We didn't have one at that time, so I sent the applications to you.
so we have a director, a training officer, an assistant director, ambulance director, so we have two directors, a training officer, and an assistant director, correct?
Correct. One of the director, applications said he would be fine also being an assistant director. There's a note at one of them, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. Open to assistant position as well.
So Joe right now is the director, but his application says assistant, right?
Mhm, correct.
So I'm gonna, make a motion to hire Emily Jagger.
Okay, motion for Emily Jager as director,
I'll second that.
okay. Motion by Lassie with a second.
No, by Lossing.
It is the seat, isn't it?
It is,
It has to be
I'm
the
just used
seat.
to the noise there. Yeah, motion by Lossing, second by Fitzpatrick. You gotta do it. Move back over there.
You might want to switch chairs. It's gotta be the chair.
Okay, any discussion? I know Emily and she's a fantastic person.
Yeah,
so
and
I think
she's really
really
working
dedicated
hard
to
to
her field.
extend her,
Mhm.
to move forward with this, and yeah, I think she'd be great.
Okay,
Give her
roll
an
call,
opportunity.
please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes,
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, so now we have for the training officer.
I will make a motion to, for Joe White as the training officer.
He didn't apply for that.
Oh, assistant. Oh, yep, sorry.
Yep,
Okay, yep.
training officer.
Eric Hool
Mhm.
is the only one then.
Yep. Okay, motion by Lawson. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Lassie. Any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Then we have the assistant ambulance director for Joe White.
Yes.
Are you making that
I will
motion?
make a motion to hire
Okay.
Joe White as the assistant ambulance director.
Okay, motion by Lossing to have Joe White as the assistant ambulance director. Do you have a second?
I'll second.
By Fitzpatrick. Any discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. Fire department officers. Fire Chief Tony Chamberlain, Assistant Fire Chief Andy, I always say this wrong, Berlovich. Berlovich. Captains Sherry Fierro, Austin Erickson, and Jen Baki. We just need a motion for that, right? They appointed and voted, so.
I'll move we appoint them as presented.
Okay, motion by Lassie, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Lossing, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Lassie,
Yes.
Lossing,
Yes.
White, absent, Zupansich.
Yes, motion carries. January 9th, 2025, declared federal holiday, offices are closed. Do we need a motion for that, or is this just for your,
You can't go against Joe Biden.
I guess not,
Be on his list forever.
right? So do you want to make a motion to make it official?
I don't know, do we have to, Joe?
I don't
or
know, yeah,
Joe?
Sorry, this is for the federal executive departments of the
Yeah.
federal government.
mm-hmm.
Um,
So,
Do we
Is
need a
that
motion?
federal, or is
well,
that,
it's federal. It says federal. Does that
does
mean,
that apply to us?
yeah, we're not federal.
I don't think so, not that I know of, unless you want to make it apply to you. This
No,
would be
we got-
This would be Thursday.
We already have 14 holidays on the list.
Yeah, I mean, the issue would be, I don't think there's any interaction with the federal government that would need to take place on that day. But it's up to you how you want to
I
handle
don't think
that.
we should close.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can do it by motion if you decide to.
I don't think we should.
No,
I
So,
don't think
I'm
so
in agreement.
myself. Okay,
Skip over.
so you gotta work, sorry. Okay, closed session under Minnesota statute 13D.5 subdivision 3A. So the meeting will be closed. Are we leaving or?
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to stay because the conference room is being used for EMS training right now.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have to make a motion to go into recess.
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna use that.
okay. So we have a motion to go into recess.
I'll move we go into closed section.
Okay, motion by Lassie. Who was the second?
I second
Okay, second by Patrick. All in favor, say aye.
that.
Aye. Okay. Session, meeting is closed.